Hi everyone, Kathy from Kathy's Vegan Kitchen. We're back today to make vegan baked ziti, and it's really yummy and it's pretty simple. It's kind of like a lasagna, but with noodles instead, like the round type of noodles. I didn't have any ziti noodles, so we're going to use penne today, which you can flip out. I have a pot of salted water already boiling. You want to cook your noodles for 3 minutes under the amount of time that it takes to cook, because you're going to be baking it in the oven with all the other ingredients after. So we're going to throw this pasta in the boiling water. This is 16 ounces of whole grain pasta. And again, you can use ziti noodles. They didn't have any at the store, so penne is just fine. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes. While that's cooking, we're going to work on the other ingredients. We have 2 cloves of garlic here that are minced. I like fresh garlic. Tastes better, smells better. But you can use the jarred garlic if you need to. We have 1 cup of yellow onion, or a small yellow onion. And we have 8 ounces of sliced mushrooms. And we're going to cook that. Mushrooms are going to give off enough water, so you shouldn't have to have an issue with it sticking to the bottom of the pan. However, I always have a little vegetable broth on the side just in case. While these are cooking, I'm going to make a cashew basil like creamy sauce. It's like a cheese sauce that's going to go into the pasta as well. And what we have is 1 cup of raw cashews. I did not soak my cashews overnight. You can if you don't have a really good blender, but I have a good blender, so it does just fine. You want a 1/2 cup of basil. I have fresh basil, and you want it packed down. So it looks like a lot, but it's not. We have a cup of vegetable broth, a teaspoon of garlic powder and onion powder, 1/3 of a cup of nutritional yeast, and I need a knife. And we want 1 squeeze or 1 teaspoon of lemon juice in there also. Make sure those little seeds didn't do it, and I just did. We don't want seeds in the oregano. Okay. Now we're going to put our top on this and blend it up real quick. Let me check on these mushrooms for a second. Yep, those are cooking up well. The onions are sweating. The mushrooms are still a little way to go. And we're going to make this basil cheese sauce. And you will see the consistency. Yummy, yummy. Okay. Now, as this is cooking, now what we want to do is we want to add 2 cups of cooked lentils. I have the brown lentils in the steamed wrapping from Trader Joe's. It's just shy. It's a 17-ounce container. It's about a 1/2 cup shy of that. You can also use canned ones, or you can cook your own. That's fine too. And we're going to stir that in. And then we're going to add, I like to use fresh oregano, and I usually say a tablespoon of fresh, but they didn't have it, so a 1/2 tablespoon of oregano. I'm going to take some fresh basil and add some also, just like about a tablespoon into the mix. And then I'm going to add 1 can of fire roasted tomatoes. And we're going to stir that up. Now, typically ziti does not have vegetables in it, but you can do whatever you want. If you wanted to add carrots in here, or you want zucchini in here, you really can do what you want because it's your recipe. So by all means, do what you want. And we want this heated through. If you use canned lentils, make sure you drain them really well because they're way, they have a lot more moisture in them than these lentils do. Or if you cook them yourself, make sure you cook them all the way through without them being too mushy, and you don't want them watery either. Okay, now we're going to wait till those noodles finish, and then we'll be back to put it all together. Okay, the noodles are finished, so I'm going to drain those. And bring them back. All right. First thing we need to do, I have 3 cups or a 25.5-ounce jar of marinara sauce. I make my own, so I thawed it out. So it's approximately 3 cups. So what you're going to do is you want to take a little sauce and put it in the bottom of a 9 by 13-inch pan. Probably about half a cup or so. What you want to do is you want to make sure that it's coated on the bottom. This way your noodles, nothing will stick. You don't need any oil or any of that kind of stuff. It just gives it kind of a little pad on the bottom. Then you're going to add just half of the noodles to the bottom of the pan. And that's about half. Probably a little more. And then we're going to put the meat or the lentil mixture on top of the noodles. Again, about 1/3 of it, not the whole thing, because we're going to be layering kind of like you do with lasagna. Okay, then we're going to take some of this cheese sauce and we're going to pour it on the top. And yes, it's green because of the basil. Then you want to take some more tomato sauce and we're going to drizzle it on the top of that. And then we're going to do the exact same thing all over again, but this time you're going to put the last of the noodles on. Spread them out a little bit. And we're going to add another 1/3 of the mixture. Some more cheese sauce. And this makes sure it covers everything. Then we want some more marinara sauce. I love the sauce. And then we're going to add the rest of the lentil mixture on top. Spread it out across the top. And then we're going to finish off that cheese. Finish off that marinara. And then what we're going to do is we're going to place it uncovered in the oven at 375 for 30 minutes. Then we're going to take it out. We're going to sprinkle it with some vegan Parmesan and we're going to cook it for another 10 minutes and that's all ready to go. So we're going to pop it in the oven. The baked ziti is out of the oven. I'm going to let it sit for a little bit. And then you're going to dish it up. And you can also put this together and then not cook it until you're ready. You can do that also. And then garnish with a little more fresh basil. And look how pretty. Baked ziti. I hope you enjoyed the recipe and we'll see you next time. Bye.